This is ANN News Brief.
Good afternoon. I am Lucy Adeyemi. 5 persons have died when a small plane crashed in Kericho County, Western Kenya. French news agency AFP reports the plane, piloted by a Kenyan national, was carrying 4 foreigners from Masai Mara Nature Reserve when it crashed. Emergency services have been sent to the scene. In another tragedy, Liberian regional authorities say bodies of 5 persons trapped in a gold mine have been recovered and hastily buried because of their state of decomposition. At least 35 persons are feared to still be trapped in the deep and dangerous mine near the northeastern town of Tapita. A doctor at the local hospital says at least 10 persons have been rescued alive, but with varying degrees of injuries. Officials say they were in a group mining for gold on Saturday when the walls of the pit suddenly collapsed on them. We'll be back after this short break.
This used to be me. But that was before I got the perfect bag. It's handy and easy to use. All I need in one compact space, just like my MTN Extra Value plan. I used to get one plan for my calls and then try to remember which data plan worked for me. Roaming was a totally different ballgame. Not anymore. I've got the MTN Extra Value all-in-one plan. If you're a data buff like me, you get extra data with some talk time. And if you like to make calls, you get extra talk time with some data. And when I'm abroad, I automatically browse, chat, and call right on the same plan. MTN Extra Value was made just for me.
More of data or calls, whichever one you prefer. MTN Extra Value is made just for you.
Private investors in Africa's healthcare systems held a forum in the Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa on Tuesday to discuss ways to assist government in providing universal healthcare for Africans. The forum is organized by the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa and the Aliko Dangote Foundation, and is the first of its kind in addressing such a wide-scale issue. A host of experts and officials were in the gathering, so was Ivorian football legend Didier Drogba. African health sector has been hoping to close a $66 billion health financing gap by seeking partnerships with their national governments.
$17.3 billion worth of drugs from outside the continent. $17.3 billion worth of drugs will create about 16 million jobs on our continent if we were to produce them on the continent.
If you look at the levels of the fertility rates on the continent, it shows that there is need of proper maternal care, and therefore it's important that the health services that are provided to mothers, to children, to girls are so critical, and they need to be available, affordable, and accessible.
Data show that healthcare business opportunities in Africa would be worth some $260 billion by 2030. The forum called on philanthropists across the continent to come on board and support the health initiative. Meanwhile, private sectors are also being encouraged to build upon the Continental Free Trade Area, expected to be operational soon, to promote intra-Africa trade. That's ANN News Brief. Join us again at 5 for a full newscast. For details on these and other stories, visit our website, annafrica.net. Also join the conversation on Facebook, facebook.com/ANN Africa TV, Instagram and Twitter at ANN Africa TV. I am Lucy Adeyemi.